My mother-in-law moved in with us for just a few weeks, and I found her real plan hidden in her suitcase. When Delphine showed up at our door with 3 oversized suitcases, my husband Ezra assured me it was temporary. His mother had just sold her house and needed somewhere to stay while she found a new place. 2 weeks, maybe 3. I smiled and made up the guest room, ignoring the way she examined our kitchen like she was conducting an inspection. The first red flag should have been how she unpacked. Most people keep clothes in suitcases for short stays. Delphine hung everything in the closet, arranged her toiletries across the bathroom counter, and positioned her reading chair to face our bedroom door. When I mentioned it seemed like a lot of stuff for a few weeks, she laughed. I just like to be comfortable, dear. By week 2, she was rearranging our furniture. This couch blocks the natural flow, she explained, pushing our coffee table against the wall. When I protested, Ezra sided with her. It's just temporary, Iris. Let her be comfortable. Week 3 brought new rules. No shoes past the entryway. Dinner at exactly 6 p.m. The thermostat stayed at 68 degrees. Any warmer gave her headaches. She critiqued my cooking, my cleaning, and the way I folded Ezra's shirts. In my day, wives took pride in these things. I started documenting everything in my phone, the passive-aggressive comments, the way she'd hover outside our bedroom door at night, how she'd answer our home phone before I could reach it, telling callers I was busy. The breaking point came when I found her going through our mail. She was sitting at our kitchen table with our bank statements spread out, making notes in a small leather journal. "What are you doing?" I demanded. She didn't look up. "Just familiarizing myself with the household expenses." That night, I confronted Ezra. He was defensive, exhausted from working overtime to afford an extra mouth to feed. "She's helping organize our finances. What's wrong with that?" "Everything," I wanted to scream, but I needed proof. The next morning, while Delphine was at her weekly hair appointment, I searched her room. The suitcase under her bed was locked, but I'd seen her hide the key inside an old pill bottle on her nightstand. Inside, I found architectural drawings of our house with notations in her handwriting, room dimensions, electrical outlet locations. A folder labeled Property Assessment contained printed emails between her and a contractor about converting the garage into a separate living space. The quote was dated 3 months before she'd suddenly needed a place to stay. But the worst was a legal document with our address listed as her permanent residence, backdated to last year. She was establishing tenancy rights. In the margins, she'd written notes about tenant protection laws and eviction procedures. My hands shook as I photographed everything. 3 months of planning. She'd sold her house deliberately, then manipulated Ezra into believing she needed emergency help. The few weeks was always meant to be forever. When she returned, I was waiting in the kitchen with the documents spread out exactly as she'd done with our bank statements. "Find everything you were looking for?" she asked coldly. "I found exactly what I needed," I replied. Ezra arrived home to find his mother loading her suitcases into a taxi. She'd already called her sister in Portland, arranging to stay there temporarily while she looked for a new place. "What happened?" he asked, bewildered. I handed him my phone with the photos. His face went through about 17 different emotions before settling on betrayal. That night, he apologized for not believing me. We changed the locks the next day and had a lawyer send Delphine a letter clarifying that she'd never been a legal tenant. 6 months later, we heard she was planning the same scheme with Ezra's brother. I called to warn him. He thanked me and hung up. 2 weeks later, she moved in with them, temporarily. Some people never learn, others just find new victims.